Right, I'm finally ready to share my new machine with you guys. Sorry about the wait, but this was not an easy decision to pick a machine. There's so many amazing brands in the market. We own a variety of brands ourselves, so as you can imagine, there was a lot going on in our mind at what we're going to do and what we're going to go for. I had this machine on demo last year and I absolutely loved it. I can't believe it's sitting right in front of me and I can't believe I've still got this one either. But I have went for the KX085-5. Now I want to keep it, is what I know. Love the machine. As I said, had it in demo and it is amazing. It's going to be completely reformed. It's going to have Brandfixx are coming up to do a design on it, so that's going to be cool. Light bars will be getting swapped over and there's another massive big change coming. As I said, one of the main reasons I opted for the KX085-5 was because I had it in demo, I loved it. This is the 80-4, the older model, and I loved it. We've got the 60-5 over there and I absolutely love that. It's such an amazing machine. And one thing I liked about this was it has so many small changes from that machine to make it that little bit better. There's a few things that I didn't really like about this machine. One of them was the wine and aircon. They've approved this in this one. The aircon still sits up the top there, but it is a lot quieter, thankfully. In the cab, let's just show you the comparison of the cab. Ignore that screen because that's the Rotator tilt. But this was just purely for the camera. Now look how much room it takes up. And we'll just jump out and show you the camera at the back. Like it's just looks like it's been stuck on. It's an afterthought. Whereas on the new machine, it's integrated, so you can hardly see it's there. Looks a lot better. And the new updated cab. Now it's all on this one screen. LED. A lot better than that old one over there. Look at that. But yeah, I hope you guys are happy with my decision and follow this journey. Any questions, ask away. I do have it in rubber just now. Another reason why I went for Kubota is because there's nothing wrong with my steels there. So I got it in rubber. This is sneaky. Got it in rubber because I'm going to keep them brand new rubbers. I've got rubbers for this already. This is confusing. Got a set of rubbers along at the yard for this one. And they're fine, they've just done a few hours, whereas these steel ones have probably done, it's got 1,500 hours on it, it's probably done about 1,000 hours in steel. These are brand new, so I'm keeping these rubber, keeping them, basically 2 pairs of brand new tracks, and if that one does go, I'll be putting my old rubbers that are along there on it to go. There's nothing wrong with them, but it makes sense buying a new machine to keep the 2 new sets of tracks for myself. Yous have probably never seen this on rubber tracks, but I will be keeping this on rubber tracks just for a little while. But I prefer it in steel for the work I do, places I go. Steel is more for me, but it's fine just now, the rubber. My machine doesn't have LEDs what come as standard, but the new machine has LEDs as standard. The 85-5, just like the 60-5, has got the tracking system on it. Now, don't you believe it works? See if the ignition's left on for more than 10 minutes and it's not started, if it's moved, if it's not moved, whatever, you can see it all. An email gets pinged to us with what's going on with that machine. So, best you believe Dad will be keeping an eye on what I'm not up to now. But yeah, look at it. So there's a van you're not going to miss. Let's go and see what it's like. How cool is that? There's me. I'm going to try not to get him in the video. Doesn't like talking. I get it. But he's prepped on the machine, took all the stickers off, and now ready just to put them on, make sure all the gaps right, everything's proper, and then get them stuck on. I'm so happy with the design though. So he's just making sure all the gap is right all the way around it. Where it was stuck on, it looks so good with the ballast being so dark in that as well, them colours. Super, super happy with it. Professional at work here. There's the first bit of it all done and dusted now. So here's all the drawings of it here, and everything's numbered so you can see exactly what bits add up with what bits here. It's like a big jigsaw. Probably one of my favourite bits about it is how cool is that? The position and it all. It is looking so good. I cannot wait to see the finished product. I'm just letting Will to try crack on at it because he's on a bit of a tight schedule to get it all done. So yeah, it's looking good. I'm so excited. Clean down, get rid of all them fingerprints, look at that. There it is, all in daylight. There he is, that's him all the way. Now, I absolutely love it. I've got it on my old machine as well, now with my new one too. I absolutely love it, from like design, product, quality of it, the team themselves, absolutely everything. They're so good. Look at the wee paw prints all the way up the dipper there. Like dipper, it's so bloody cute. I absolutely love it. I love this all being like pink, whereas my other machine is all black. Look at that, it's just oh, I literally feel like a wee kid here. Look at it. So this is all reflective, we'll just appreciate it and look at that. How unreal. Do you like it?
I like dippers. Can I go in it?
Yeah?
I love that.
You look good driving that one, Dad. Look, Ellie Lou.
Inside already.
I know, it's all dirty. Do you like that? It should be doggy.
That's
It's
lovely.
cool, isn't it? But my favourite thing about the Brandfixx, and I'll shout it from the rooftops, is the protection it gives the paint underneath. So that machine's obviously going to go away, and I know when I take them off now, there's going to be minimal damage, there's going to be nothing. There could be a little bit on the stone guard and the ram here, the ram guard, sorry, but not because of this. Because before we got the Brandfixx on, there was a little bit of damage here where we curled it round, just a wee scrape of the paint. But apart from that, like that machine is going to be absolutely minted underneath. It's going to look like new. We are on Monday morning, and this morning I am super excited because today's the day my new tilt rotator is getting fitted. So let's go show you what it is. So before I show you guys what I went for, as I've said before, there are lots of different brands on the market. We have 5 different brands of machines and want to try something different, and I am super excited for this opportunity. And I can't wait for the whole journey. Just not today for getting it fitted, for the next year or hopefully more. It's very exciting. This might give it away a little bit. That is right, I went for a Steelwrist this time. I'm super excited. There's a few wee things that I've done different from the last one. So I had 2 hitches on that, whereas I could drop the hitch off, the whole rotor tilt off before, whereas with the Steelwrist I'm just getting it directly mounted on, so I'll never be able to drop it off and just have the normal bucket on, and that's down to my preference. That's what I've went for this time. Because I only knocked the whole rotor tilt thing off 3-4 times within a year, it wasn't worth it for me. I want to get it directly mounted and yeah, see what difference it is. If you remember a couple of months ago I went on a secret trip that I couldn't tell you much about, then this was the trip. What it was went over to Sweden, to the factory, seen how they're made, seen if I liked them as a brand, as a company, and it was all like 10 plus stars for me. An absolute amazing trip, amazing brand. Everyone over there worked just so chilled out. There was nothing I didn't like about them. Genuinely really nice people over there, and very supportive of me as well, which always helps. In their office blocks they've got wee dogs running about, just such a laid back, like nice feeling, and nice to be around these kind of people. So up here in Scotland it's Gareth Evans, who's fitting it and looking after it for me and looking after it if I have any problems, which I won't, and he's doing the install of it just now. This is the bit no one sees, all the joysticks going in, all hidden at the back here. That is all the hard bit done, what nobody sees, all the wires and the joysticks and everything in. Now it's just the exciting bit at the end. Oh. Nice. What a tidy wee screen that is just sitting there as well. I'm so excited to see it all up and running. Now we have it on, we're just getting the hoses made up to connect onto it. Okay, good it's looking.
I was talking about that.
Most of the work is work you don't actually see when it's all hidden in there behind the cab with all the wires and stuff like that. The bit we're doing now is the easiest bit of the whole job.
That one's like that. It's just that button. The one above it's a horn.
That one?
Yep.
I think that's right, anyway.
That?
Right.
Yeah. I'll leave it wrong.
Oh, it's so dainty, isn't it? Aye. Nice. Love it. The big kid at Christmas. This was an extra wee surprise. I didn't know I was getting this crap, but look at it. Literally buzzing. Well, that is a Steelwrist all fitted. I've just left Dad talking with Gareth there, but I am more than happy with it. I can't believe I've actually getting to work with a brand like Steelwrist. I'm so excited for this partnership and this journey, and I can't wait to share it with you all. It's going to be a super fun journey. Here's a few clips. I didn't get much when I was over with Steelwrist, but I got what I could for you. So here was the private trip that I didn't tell you all about. I can finally show you some of that content. Ash Track seen one of my videos when I said that I was going to take the old steels and put them on my new machine, and they were like, there's absolutely no way you're putting old steel tracks on your brand new machine. So they very kindly sent me these brand new tracks out. I didn't know where to go for 600s or 900s, but I went for 600s just for easy access into places and just stuff like that. I just thought it would work better than having it the same as last time. So massive thanks to Ash Track. Let's go and get these opened up and get them on. Hi. What is it? Let's see it. Let's see it for the video. Give me it. Give me it, you clown. Thought he was getting away with that there. Some nice chocolates in there. I will give them to him actually. Better give him something for helping me. And look at them. Lots of goodies in here. I'm going to save this till later and have a look. Cap, pens, papers, and it only seems right that we get our new hats on for the job. Wait there a second. Dad, wait there. There we are. That's definitely going in the bin. So he's jumping a digger before me. Surprise, surprise. This is going to be a competition at who's going to jump in here on this wild day. So he's rolled them out. We're planning on doing one at a time. One rubber off, one track on, one steel on, and same on the other side. I've never put them on like this. We always have them how I had them last time, so they're all linked up already. There's no pins to put in them. This is obviously going to be, should be easier. But yeah, let's get into it. So that bit goes towards the, towards the idler, so lead in. So the blade at the front. That was easy enough. Front end round a wee bit. Is it easier doing them like that or when they're already linked in? Just because you can do that. Oh. Sure, keep going. That's it. Did I just go in it? Bend it over, lift what? What?
Just put it in the row and flat thing.
Ow. Yeah, it's in. Just make sure I've done it right. Have you got a grease gun? No? Where's my van? Not one in the Hyundai? Where are they all? There's, have you got any old grease cartridges? Well, that was a bit of a put out for a minute. We thought we didn't have a grease gun. Because like I've said before, we always keep the grease guns in the machines, but I keep mine in my pickup, and my pickup is not here. But thankfully Dad had put that one in up last job, so that's good. I'm just going to get, Dad snipped away for a minute. I'm just going to go and get the socket set and put it back in so I can pump up the tracks again. This is the worst part of the job, especially with a manual grease gun. Ugh, the worst bit here. The slowest job with a manual grease gun. I've left them a little bit looser because they're brand new. I always like our tracks a little bit looser anyway. Do you know what, that touch wood, I've never ever lost a track, so hopefully it stays that way. And I always have them a little bit looser. Just the way Dad's always done it, and I've just kind of continued it. So just gonna flip this back over here now, keep all the dirt out of there, and put on the track guides, which are from my old machine. So they actually look a little bit yucky compared to this one. Now on to track guides. So there's two of these, one for the inside and the near side of the tracks and the outside here. The bolts, I put the bag in there earlier. Bit of grease round them just to help them. Thankfully there's not like any dirt in them because it's basically new. What is this? Really? I'm not going to share it. I'm going to get this done before Dad comes back. Now this one in here. They're a bit dirty, the screwdriver. There we are, one on, one to go. So you're putting the tracks on. This bit here, which goes down, is like driving, so that's got to be the idlers, so the blade for me. So I've got to make sure this bit is spun round and facing that way so we can lose them and track onto them. See, one thing is, a lot of people don't think I can do these things myself, and in reality I can't. So I've never done this before, and I said that at the very start of the video. I've never put tracks on from scratch like this, like brand new ones. We have to put the pin in, the link in them. I've always just had the full one and we just put them on. But I watched Dad do this with the other one, and a jam pin was helping him doing it along the way. And now I'm confident enough to do this, lay them out, take it off. I'll need him there to help me track it into place. I mean, if I was here myself I would do it, it'd take a lot longer. But there's so much more I'm such an absorber. Like if you wrote me down on a bit of paper what to do, I couldn't do it. If I sat and watched somebody do something, I could, fairly confident that I could get it right or almost right just after that. And that's what I don't really like when people say, oh, your daddy just does everything for you, or your dad, he's just helping you or whatever. Yeah, he's helping me, but he's teaching me, because one day I'm going to have to do this myself. One day he's not going to be fit enough or able enough to do this with me. So I'll take every opportunity to learn his way of doing things, because it's worked for him for the last 40 years and got this successful business. So I'll always take my tips off him. Not saying I'm not going to take my tips off anyone else. If anyone else has got other tips and different ways of doing it, then I can be like, oh, but of course I'm going to follow my dad. So right, let's do the same again on this side. Try and be a lot quicker this time. Yeah, so the first thing we do is lose the grease, get the grease dropped off, pull that track off, and then quite simply just put it on basically like a train and just go put it on, pin on, job done. So hopefully it goes as smooth as the last one did. So the grease just is out of this bit here. Show you quickly. And that's just dropping all pressure out of the tracks and dropping them down. So that's me. I got that track off myself there. I didn't even film it for you. I managed to get it as a up and down away, and then he came back and goes, God loves a trier. I said, well, if I don't do it, I'll never know. Time to get this one on. Now Dad's just getting the pin and put the pin through this bit to connect them up, get them greased up, and just what we've done with the other ones, the guider's back on, and that'll be it. That's what the Milwaukee grease gun. Electric. Makita. 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 And that concludes the build of my Kubota KX085-5. I just want to take this opportunity to thank all you guys for watching it, my whole YouTube, and following the journey. And also the biggest thank you ever to Kubota, Steelwrist, Brandfixx and Ashtrack for helping with me with this build along the way. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully the next fun episode will be when we get the 143 back on the road. But here's a fingers crossed for the new year for that. Thanks for watching, guys.